The Knights Templar. Everybody knows them. You've heard of them. I've heard of them. Everybody knows their big story. How they built a massive empire, grew absurdly rich, and then got utterly blindsided, arrested, and wiped off the face of the earth. Except, that's not the whole story. While Europe was busy burning the order to the ground, a huge chapter of their history quietly unfolded right here in Cyprus. They bought an entire island, a kingdom in fact, and turned it into their ultimate military stronghold, and then seemingly vanished into the shadows. Or did they? See, I don't buy that story. I wanted to know what actually happened to them. Did they just dissolve, or did they leave something behind? So I'm hitting the road to trace their exact footsteps, starting with the place where it all began, their place of power and their main stronghold, Colossi Castle. Well, I thought it would probably be best to start at the start, so I'm at Colossi Castle, which is one of the first places that the Crusaders were at. So this place was actually sold to the Knights Templar in 1191, I believe, by Richard Lionheart, who didn't want to have to deal with the castle after he conquered Cyprus. He didn't believe it was too hard for him to govern the entire place, so he sold the castle to the Knights Templar. So we're going to go and have a look around. I'll tell you some facts on the way. Alright, got my ticket, €2.50, which isn't so bad. Got the ticket, and here's the castle. It's big. Very big. And I think we can go inside of it, so let's go have a look. Yeah, so as I was saying, this place was originally owned by Richard Lionheart in 1190 something or 1180 something, when he conquered the entire island. But after realizing that it was too difficult to govern the entire place, he sold the island to the Knights Templar. And the Knights Templar ruled this island with severity, and they weren't very nice. And this was one of the places they stayed. I have found a door. Let's see what's in here. Whoa. This place is kind of cool. Echo! The compass. The compass has arrived. Whoa. How cool this place is. It's like all made of stone. These walls are so old. Like, they have these old, these windows that I think they used to have a bow, and they would like shoot with the bow through that window, I think. Not too caught up on that kind of stuff. So let's keep moving. Don't know what these rooms would have been used for exactly, but they were used for something. Whoa. Well, that is cool, look at that. This really was owned by the Knights Templar. That is so old. So obviously it's Jesus. And the Knights Templar, they like Jesus. So that painting or mural of Jesus, this crucifixion, is from the 15th century, and it's believed that this room was probably a place of worship. So they would probably come and pray in here or something. And like, there's somewhere to sit here. So maybe they would have like, sat here and looked upon the land. Woo! Like a fireplace in here. Look at that. I wonder how many, like, they'd probably sit here, all of them, and like with the fire and just tell stories and stuff. That would be. Imagine how much of a vibe that would be, just sitting here, fire, with your mates, having probably a pint of ale, and talking about the Crusades and that. It'd probably be pretty cool in here. Almost at the top. Woo! There's more as well. Yes, and that's another fireplace. And look, another place they would probably sit here and look out the window. So this here would have been the actual entrance. This is where the drawbridge would have been. And they would walk all the way across here to get to where they're going or leave the place. And this is like a courtyard or something. Don't know what that is, I guess we'll go find out. But these doors are cool, I don't know if they're original, but it's probably what they would look like. I love this mural though, the colour they used is cool. Let's keep moving. Whoa! Look at that. Anything behind here? Any Crusaders? Any of them still around? I'm searching for it. Ah, so they did actually used to have electricity back then, as you can see by the cabling. So they would use this to charge their phones and stuff back in the day. You know, like, because the Crusaders, they needed their phones and stuff, obviously. So yeah, that's what this would have been used for. Honestly, the knights are a lot more advanced than we give them credit for. You know, they had electricity and obviously, and they had lights as well. Look, the light bulbs are still here. Let's keep going up here. These stairs are steep. You know, they weren't really about oh no, the window there. They weren't really about safety here, clearly. There's no railing. Look, they have like writing on the wall. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. I don't know if that's original or placed here later, but there's also, oh no, I don't, 1977. Oh, weird. Weird. Oh, there's another fireplace as well. I love these doors, it's like from like Skyrim or something. Look at that. The fireplace, and look, they got their logo here. That's cool, I like that. Again, they would probably just sit here, have their fires, talk about the latest crusade, and have a pint of ale or whatever they would drink back then. And they love their like windows and stuff and places to sit, clearly. And again, with their electricity, you know, the Knights Templar, they were well known for their electrical competence. You know, very, very good with wires and cables and stuff. I wonder what this would have been used for. Maybe like defense, they would have their bow and like, you know? That's probably what it was used for. Wow. Let's keep moving up these steep stairs. Oh, they're getting steeper. Look at this. They're getting steeper. Gotta be really careful. They must have had really like small feet. These like Templar people. We're on the roof. You know what this looks like? This looks like the perfect place for day 42 of getting to Mongolia. So this place was definitely used for some kind of defense. Like, you know? Like I said, they would put their bow through that thing and shoot all the heretics. That church was probably here at the same time as well. Nice view though, for sure. All of Cyprus from here. Wow. As you can see down there, there's some kind of a square or something. That's the ticket office. All the stuff here is just crazy. Also guys, let me know what you guys think of the mic quality I'm using. I'm using the new DJI mic and I think it's a lot better than the phone, obviously. This camera has made it so much easier to just make videos all together. Like the quality, I can move it as much as I want and it won't destabilize. Because obviously, like, I'm using a phone, it's just going to shake around and stuff, and that's not good. This is definitely a lot better. And the mic is also really good. I put this wind thing on it because it's windy up here. Let me know if you guys can like hear the wind really loud or if it's doable. Yeah. Right, we're going to try and get down to like the courtyard area, or like the outside area, because I've seen the entire castle. It's just kind of a bunch of rooms that go up and up and up, kind of like a modern day house. That is a... How short were these nights? That's crazy. Right, so I just left the castle. Whoa! Look at that. Hold on. I don't know if you can see that, but that's like a coat of arms or something. That's pretty cool, actually. So, yeah, we're going to go down here. See what else I can find. There's a lot of people that have just arrived here. It's like 8 a.m. I don't know why. I come to these places early so that there aren't loads of people, but I swear to God, as soon as I arrive somewhere, it's just like a bus of like tourists or whatever. Which is fine, obviously, I'm doing the exact same thing, but like, it's nice to have a bit of space, isn't it? Alright guys, so that was the first place on our mission to find what happened to the Crusaders. Next, we're going to like a cave place. So I've got about like a 2-hour drive ahead of me. I need to drive all the way to Paphos. And I'm in Limassol right now, so we got a while. So yeah, I'll see you when we get there. However, if you truly want to understand the Templar, you can't just look at their castles. You have to go underground. We know the Order had secret networks, hidden sanctuaries, and deep ties to ancient traditions that went way beyond standard medieval Christianity. And that brings me here, the Agia Solomoni catacomb in Paphos. These subterranean chambers have been carved into rock for millennia. They're older than me, you, and even the Templar. This place was underground, ancient, and completely cut off from the rest of the world. It's the exact kind of place where rumors of secret rituals and hidden networks start to make a whole lot of sense. And if there's one place they might have gone, it was here. Alright guys, so I'm in Paphos and I'm at the Agia Solomoni catacomb, which is an ancient medieval pilgrimage site that the Crusaders definitely came to at some point. So there's actually 2 of them. There's one that I'm in now and there's one across the street. One of them has graffiti that was actually left by the Knights Templar and the Crusaders. I don't know if I'm in the right one, but we're definitely in one of them. And as you can see, it's like a huge carved out complex. So this is all carved into like the rock. Jesus Christ, that scared me. It's a big cave. I don't know how stable this is, but it's just a rock. Yeah. And then up here, I don't know what's actually up here. That's outside. And there's the shopping mall. Right there, that's the shopping mall. The King's Avenue Mall. Let's keep looking. Look, I found a piece of pottery. This might actually be from that time. Look at that. Pottery is very resilient, so this could very well be from the time. This could have been a plate that Crusade ate some beans on while he was escaping. And also, look, there's a water bottle that was 100% used by the Crusaders. Everyone knows they loved plastic water bottles, obviously. And they didn't really know about littering, so they would just kind of dump them everywhere. Let's see what's in here. Smells like ass. It smells like mold, and it smells like an old pool. Like chlorine or something from all the moss everywhere. Woo. Oh, this is painting. Look, they would have painted this. I don't know what it would have been. It might have been a picture of Jesus or something, or some kind of religious some stuff. I doubt this green stuff is all paint. I think this is just moss. Same with that. I don't think that was painted on by a crusader 500 years ago. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And there's a spider. That is a big spider. Look at that spider. Yeah. There's like more paint here as well. There's a little hole. You know, you could, I guess they would maybe pray here and then look for the wall. Oh, can I get a sandwich, please? Yeah, stand. There's a snail in here. Wow. That's cool. There's another little spot over here. Whoa, that's a lot of cobwebs. Do not want to get that in my hair. Oh look. Okay, again, I doubt this is like crusader graffiti. This is just idiots spray painting this old cave. Why? Why do that? Why not just leave it? Just leave it. You know, spray paint the walls, spray paint where, spray paint big buildings. But don't spray paint these like old buildings and do crap. No one wants to see that. And then up here, there's like a. This is high up, I think, or maybe it's not very high up. Oh. That's where it just came from, down there. Let's see what's over here. By the way, it is like 35 degrees outside right now. Just thought I'd let you guys know what I'm doing. Look at that, look at the sun. Oh, whoa, look at this. Some kind of mosaic or something. Or like a design on the floor. And it's fenced off, so I'm guessing this was original. Oh, there's more stuff down there. Let's have a look. I'm guessing there's a whole other complex down here. So we're gonna have to go have a look. What's down here? Don't want to drop the camera. Whoa! Imagine falling down there. There's more over here as well. And so just all up here. Oh look, someone's paragliding, look at that. Don't know if you can see it on the camera. But they're like over there, they're paragliding, that's pretty cool. Oh whoa, look at all the cactuses. Now imagine falling into that. These cactuses are horrible. Like the spines they have, they blow in the wind and like get in your face and whatnot. One time I got them in my eyes. That's yeah, it's not fun. But they have fruit on them. They're called cactus pears or something. Some people like them. I think they're disgusting. They're really sour, but some people like them and farm them and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get down here without killing myself. I'm going to try and get down here without falling and dying. It's a lot steeper than it looks on the camera. So we're just going to take it nice and slow. My shoes aren't really made for this. So we're just going to go very slowly. I think you're allowed down here. I mean, if you weren't, they would have fenced it off, wouldn't they? Obviously, the Knights Templar, they were a big fan of Messi on their crisps. Let's try to get down here. Let's have a look around. I might have already been down here. Okay, numpty. I think I've already. No, I haven't. Or have I? No, I definitely haven't been down here. Look at all of this. And it's like right in the middle of the road. Oh, another pile of Crusader trash. Ridiculous, honestly. Oh, well, it seems someone attempted to clean it all up, but then just gave up halfway, so that's helpful. Right, let's go down here. Ow. Whoa. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not terrifying at all. Look at that. Imagine seeing that at night. That is terrifying. There's an eye and a whole bunch of just crap people have sprayed on the walls. It's just rubbish, and that is just absolutely horrifying. Let's get a light on that. Jeez, imagine coming here at night and seeing that. Jeez. Oh, there's an Eye of Horus or something like that. I don't know what that is. What else is in here? This place is so big. Like, oh, you want to see what's up here? I'll let you guys have a look. Whoa. That's so cool. There's like so many spider webs as well. God. It just keeps going and going. Oh, another thing the Crusaders loved. They loved vapes. They loved to vape. Right? They'd be killing the heretics and they'd crack open a Lost Mary or an IVG and just puff away. That was their favourite. What's in there? Can you guys see? Tell me in the comments what you see in there, because I really don't know. Let's keep moving. How am I supposed to get down there without, like, killing myself? Oh, very carefully, as it seems. Slowly. Slowly. Hello. Hold on. Look at this place. Oh my. How did they make this? This would have been made in like 11 something, 12 something. And they just made all of this. I don't understand. More stupid. I haven't found any Crusader graffiti yet, which I really want to find. This place is huge. Let's see what's up these stairs. More green. Oh, just this green stuff. It just stinks. It feels like an old pool. Oh, there's a bird. Hello, bird. Hello, bird. Oh, there's another bird. Whoo! Whoo! They got like a nest or something? They have. This place is I can't, that stinks so bad. That is like one of the worst smells there. It smells like rot and like just disgusting. That's cool. Get out of here if I can. Maybe there's no way out. Maybe I'll walk through here, maybe? Is this someone's house? Someone has this in their back garden? That's insane. There's more in here as well. Spider webs everywhere. This is like the perfect place for a spider to pop out. And maybe there's a way out here. Cool. Sound. Old stairs. Oh, don't want us to fall down there. There's just a tree growing here. I wonder if that tree saw any Crusaders. Holy, that was huge. And I'm back up here. I'm back all the way up here. Look, that's where we came from. Yeah, look, that's where we just came from. We just crawled down there. Wow. So like down here, just in the ground, there's just stuff everywhere. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Okay, so we're gonna try and get back to the car park area because that's where the other side is. And I didn't see an entrance in there, but I'm pretty sure there's a way out through there. No, wait, a way in, so we're gonna go have a look. And if not, then we're gonna go to the village. So yeah, let's get you back to Des James. You can chat to him for a bit. Look, I reckon they would have used this thing for like water or something, maybe holy water they might have used it for, or something like that. And look, you can clearly see, look, they would have had something here. I don't know what, but they would have had something. Look at that. Because you can see it's like, the rest of this is that stinky green crap, and then you got that thing here. Oh, I found it, I think. Oh no. Sorry, okay, look, a lot of things. So here's some graffiti. I'm not sure if this is the one the Crusaders left, but it's definitely something. So, there are holes in the ground everywhere. Yeah. So that says Marios. That's Greek. That says Marios. Or Marios, whatever the hell you want to call it. And then they got maybe the sun or something. Oh, there's also something here. I think that says Nikos. But I don't know if this was actually left by them. It was a very Cypriot name, so I don't know. Oh, they had something here. They had a trash can for all their cokes and their juices and carton wine. Who's drinking carton wine down here? Right? You come down here, you think, oh, look, all the history. Let me crack open a box of carton wine. Get a job, honestly. Yeah, and I freaked out a minute because look, I don't like bees, but you can look in there. There's a beehive or a wasp nest or something, which I want nothing to do with. I do not like bugs or wasps or anything that flies or bites. I don't mess with that at all. As you've probably seen in some of my other videos, I'll put a clip. Yeah, I just decided to stop here before we actually go there. Absolutely not. Hold on. Something just landed on my hand. Oh no. Whatever the hell that is. Oh no, that's a horsefly. Alright, we gotta get out of here. Jesus Christ. I'm not dealing with no horseflies today. No thank you. I don't like horseflies. I don't think anyone likes horseflies. That was when a horsefly landed on my hand. I do not like bugs at all. Yeah. So let's get to the other side. So after being in that absolutely insane complex, I headed across the street to head down into Agia Solomoni, which is a Hellenistic era tomb built around 2nd century BC before later serving as a Christian catacomb and a medieval pilgrimage site. It was dedicated to Saint Solomoni, who was a local legend, and it says she took refuge in the caves to escape Roman persecution and was walled up inside and then miraculously walked out alive centuries later. Right above the catacombs stands a massive ancient pistachio tree. Pilgrims and visitors still practice the tradition of tying colourful clothes rags, like a piece of clothing, a hat, just something, a colourful piece of cloth, which I did. And you tie that to its branches, and it's it's an offering, and it invokes healing and can give you a wish. And inside the place is actually Crusader graffiti, which was left by actual Crusaders of the Templar, which I tried to find, but as you'll see, it was a whole thing. This place was very creepy, and yeah, you'll see when I get down there, and yeah, enjoy. It's a pistachio tree, I think, and yeah, you can go down. Yeah, there's a way down. Down. Perfect. Look at all of this. Yeah, I think it's a pistachio tree, or someone's left a sunglass thing there, handkerchiefs, and we can go down there. But first I want to see if I can buy something to put on the tree. Which one should we grab? They have a brown one, they have a black one. I think we'll go for the black one. No, the red one. We'll go for the red one. And we'll go and buy this and put it on the tree. I've put my red thing and I've asked it to help us get to Mongolia. So yeah, Mongolia. Let's get down here. Let's see what's actually in here. So down here it said that you can see the graffiti and the old like mosaics of like Jesus and stuff, but you can't actually like go close to them. You can just kind of see it behind a fence because they don't want people messing with it. And ooh, there's stuff down here. Let's have a look. Just be quiet. So there's pictures of like religious stuff. There's pictures of religious figures and stuff down here. I'm just gonna leave that alone and go over here. Hold on, look, bro. How short were these Crusaders? Look at this. How were they? They must have been short. And whoa, I'm looking all the way down here. Look at that. Yeah, so I think it's behind these cages where the art is. Can't go in there. I want to go in there. I want to go have a look. That's such a piss take. That's such a piss take. I can't go have a look. That's not ominous at all. Just go carefully through here. Whoa. Why is it so much darker in here than it was in those like literal caves? And the torch isn't even doing anything. Carefully through here. Whoops. Whoa. People, oh no, it's me. People love to tie their knots in here. Oh, yeah. So is that a house? That's weird. It's weird stuff in here. It's like haunted. There's a crucifix there. Wow. This place is creepy. Let's keep going. Yeah, this place is like more dark than that quite literally that cave system, which I think is just a little bit. I don't know if I want to go down there. But we're gonna go anyway. Pretty sure we got the torch out because that helps so much in there. Okay. Oh god, it stinks. Hope there's no monsters down here. Maybe there's a Crusader skeleton or something. Oh my god. It's like, oh, there's another wasp nest. Oh no. Hope we don't get ambushed by anything scary. It's like a dungeon or something down here. Oh god, it stinks. It absolutely reeks of like mold and bacteria. That's why we just. Okay. Holy. I'm sweating like a pig. Oh, it's water. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's water. Why is there water? My shoes are absolutely soaking. That's not good. Oh no. I walked down and I couldn't see. And it was just like a big puddle of water. Now my shoes are soaking. Look. Oh no. Oops. Look. Now my shoes are absolutely soaked. These aren't like leather boots or anything. God damn it, that's not good. So, let's have a look in there. You can't really see. Oh, here you can. I can't see, but the camera picks it up very well. Put the camera through here as well, since it can pick up everything. There you go. Yeah. Well, that's what this place is. Yeah. There's the tree. I'm going to get back to the car and dry off my shoes because I'm like soaked now. My trousers are wet. My shoes are wet. My socks are wet. I'm not in a good mood. I'm going back to the car. So after leaving the catacombs, I then proceeded to the Foinkes abandoned Templar village, which is located near a reservoir just outside of Paphos. This is actually one of the most direct links to the Knights Templar on the island. After King Richard the Lionheart conquered Cyprus in 1191 during the Third Crusade, he then sold the island to the Templars. They made Foinkes the core of their regional administrative and agricultural centre known as the Commanderia della Fenicia, managing local sugar plantations and trade from a heavily defended slope, which you will see. Now, while Colossi showed their military might and the catacombs showed their secret networks, Foinkes represents the economic and territorial footprint and how they actually settled and organized and ran the island as a feudal power. Today, Foinkes is an abandoned ghost town with crumbling stone walls and overgrown paths. While I was there, again, it was extremely eerie. It was in the middle of nowhere. There was no one there. It was really, really creepy, and it was difficult to get to, as you can see.
Jesus! Oh my god!
If it wasn't for the car I had at the time, I would not have been able to get there. And yeah, it was pretty crazy. Now, there is actually a legend that after the Templar fell in the 1200s or whenever, they actually hid their treasure and their wealth in that town, because when they were eventually arrested in Cyprus, no one knew where all their wealth was. And so some people think it was there. So I'm going to go see if I can find it. I'll see you there. Alright guys, so I've arrived. It was an absolutely insane drive. Look where I'm at. Yeah, look. Yeah, we're literally in like the middle of nowhere. Yeah, so I drove all the way up here and it was insane. However, I'm not comfortable driving up there just because I don't think it's worth the risk. My car can handle basically anything from what I've learned today, but I'm not so sure about this, and I can just kind of walk this. Yeah, we're just gonna take it slow. I got some Gatorade, but should have brought more drink with me, to be honest with you. Yeah, woo. Yeah. Let me show you the landscape. You know what it looks like? I know I've never been there, but I reckon this is what Mongolia looks like. Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, this is what. Come on, this has to be what Mongolia looks like, right? Crazy place. I see it. Look at that. Hold on. See that? That's the abandoned Knights Templar village. Oh my god. How did they even get out here back then? I don't know how I'm gonna get over there. I definitely can't drive. Whoa. What? I could keep playing like that guy's doing. I'm just gonna walk this and yeah, we'll get there soon enough, trust me. We can do it. Holy! Okay, that was a rough climb up, but we're here. Kinda, look. It's over there. Can you see it?
I don't know what the hell they were doing out here, but oh my lord, it was just uphill straight, but it's worth it. It's like a side quest or something. Hopefully it's not too hard to actually get down to the village and I can do it all right. It is so windy. I hope the mic, I put like the fluffy thing on top so it filters out the wind. But yeah, there's no one here. I don't know why, but like whenever I go somewhere to these tourist attractions or whatever, that just no one's here. I thought people, you know, like this kind of stuff, but clearly not. Look, well, there it is. Big village. Built in like, I don't know, 10 something, long time ago. And like, out here, there's no guides, there's no nothing. It's just, you just kind of come here and go look, which is insane. So, from what I know, this place did belong to the Knights Templar. It was a peaceful village, but it was owned by them because at the time they weren't really an army. They were more of like a company or a political power, not really just like knights. So they owned a lot, and they had that Colossi castle that we went to earlier, but they also had this thing. So I don't know much about it. I thought I'd just kind of go in blind, but I thought if they were going to escape somewhere, it would be here, right? Like, you know, being persecuted or whatever, where's the first place you're going to run to? The village that you own. Hopefully there's no boogeymen out here or monsters. So yeah, let's go have a look. God. Right. We're here. Holy shit. That was a hornet. No, you can fuck right off. Back off, hornet. I won't, just stay away. I have a Gatorade bottle. Gatorade, but it's Powerade. Same thing. Back. God, why are these bugs always here when I'm trying to film? They're just always trying to come and kill me. Oh my. Anyway, as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, yeah, we're here now. Look at this place. This place is wild. Oh my. What a crazy place. Look at this place. Oh my god. Oh, there's owls. Or some kind of bird living here. Look at all these old buildings. So some of these buildings are more modern than others, because this was inhabited till the 70s before the invasion. But originally this place was owned by the Templar for a long time, and it's crazy here. Let's keep going. It's almost like a little bit eerie, to be honest with you. It's like sheep here. I don't want to run into any sheep. Why is there no one here? Like, I know I complained at the castle that like I didn't have my own space. I'd kind of prefer if there was people here, to be honest with you. So let's leave. Not leave, but go to a different part. Cause it's kinda, I know it's kind of creepy here. I don't want to sound like a wimp, but normally I love this kind of stuff, but not when it's like this, because I'm literally middle of nowhere. If something happened to me, I would be stuck. I would be fucked. So we need to. We'll go a bit further, and then I think I'm gonna get the hell out of here, because it's not the nicest place in the world. So after the Knights fell, this place was, I think it was legally handed over to the Cypriots, the people who lived here, after the Knights were arrested by the Pope. Yeah, I'll just hand you. Oh, look, hold on. The roads they built are still here. Yeah, over there. Hold on. Yeah, those are all the modern houses. And these stone ones are obviously the older ones. But this would have been like a bustling town. I told you, look, it's right next to the dam where all that water is. So this is probably why they picked it. Wow. Yeah. Okie dokie. Wow. Look at the mountains. Honestly, this country, like, people just come here for like the beaches and stuff to like go and, I don't know, sit on the beach and drink or go to Ayia Napa. But like the mountains are just stunning, and no one like really, I feel like no one appreciates them. Go away, go away, stupid horsefly. Yeah. Let's just go home. Oh, well, that's just lovely, isn't it? That's just really endearing. Yeah. Maybe there's a reason no one's here. Alright, I'm stopping for a quick minute just to catch my breath, have a seat on the mud. Holy! Right, so that place was cool. There wasn't a lot there, no information or anything. There isn't really, well, there's some stuff, there's not enough on the internet to make it interesting. But it was really cool, like the old buildings and stuff. Like it was annoying that no one was there, but also it was kind of cool because I felt like I kind of discovered it myself. I'm sure Des James has told you a whole bunch of facts about the village that I can't really tell you. Yeah, luckily getting back there, it's just there was a big bit of uphill there, and there's a little bit there, and then from what I can remember, it's mostly just downhill from there, so it should be pretty easy to get back to the car. The drive home, on the other hand, the roads are easy, it's just the off-roading is a little bit crazy, but luckily I have a Toyota Rush, right? And if any of you know the power of my Toyota Rush, it can take us anywhere. So yeah, it's going to be good. I'm just appreciating the view. I should have brought like a picnic or something up here, would have been nice. But yeah, I'm going to see where we're heading to next, or if we're heading anywhere next. Yeah, see you soon.
So you made it to the end. Good job. What an adventure. Seeing all that stuff, it was just incredible. I know in the last clip, I looked like really bored, but it's just because I was tired. It was incredible seeing all these places and following the actual footsteps of the Knights Templar, which everyone knows about, but they don't see much of it. My favourite part was definitely
like underground catacomb place. Not the one where I got underwater. That took way too. That it took me like an hour to dry my feet properly. But the other one was really cool. The village was cool. It was just a little bit creepy, and a little bit eerie, and there wasn't much to see. But it was still cool to go there, and the view was just incredible. Being able to see the lake, the reservoir, it was incredible. The Colossi Castle was also really cool. I felt really lucky to be able to go and see these places. Me being in Cyprus right now, it's just incredible. I know this is a longer video compared to my other ones. My other ones are 10-20 minutes maximum. This is a proper longer one, and it's taken me about 6 or 7 hours to edit this entire video. I've literally just finished. I'm finishing up now. It was incredible filming this video, and the new camera have really helped. I'm hoping to start making more longer videos, as it's a bit easier for me to get around now, and the camera helps a lot. So yeah, I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly had fun making it. And if you didn't know, we're trying to get to Mongolia by the end of the year. It would really help me if you press subscribe, or even just liked. Or if you don't want to do any of that stuff, just you watching the video is enough. And have an amazing day, or night, or afternoon, if it's afternoon where you're staying. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.